Well, most of you that are even interested have seen Terrifier 3, or hopefully you have. It actually dethroned the Joker too, so a clown for a clown. That's kind of odd, especially with a movie like the Joker on that type of caliber. It's kind of cool to see the underdog come in and take on this. Damian Leone doing his damn thing. This movie was something I was really looking forward to. Just a little bit of a backstory. I was late to the game on the first Terrifier. Once I did see it, I was not the biggest fan. I didn't see all the hype. Yeah, I saw the gore stuff. That was like, okay, that's kind of cool, but I'm not the biggest gore whore or gore hound, I guess you would say. But Terrifier 2 came out, and I was like, okay, let me give this a second chance. And I kept seeing the runtime, and I was like, okay, maybe they're doing something with a little bit bigger budget. And I was interested. I was going to give it a solid chance, and I walked out of that movie pleasantly surprised. I had a really good time. I think these type of movies are very fun. It kind of heightens the film whenever you watch it with a certain type of crowd and with a packed theater. That definitely helps the movie. I thought Terrifier 2 was pretty solid. I liked a little bit the lore that they started building on, and then soon after Terrifier 3 was announced, and I was like, okay, and it's going to be set around the Christmas season, which I thought was awesome. Seeing Art the Clown as Santa Claus, or people are calling him like Satan Claus or whatever right now. Like a lot of like churches are boycotting this movie, and yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But I could see that this isn't for everybody though. I mean, it's definitely a gory movie. It's got that 80s like cheese factor to it, but that's the charm of it. That's what they're trying to do. So they set out to make something, and they succeeded in that. It was cool seeing Clint Howard in this, amongst other horror alum. The kills in this, they go pretty brutal. They take it up a little bit of a notch. Now, is it a movie that people were like overhyping and saying you're gonna have a barf bag, or people were passing out in the theaters or falling out or whatever? I mean, maybe if you've never seen a bloody movie or a horror movie ever, maybe if this is like your entry, yeah, maybe it probably would freak you out. Kind of like if this is definitely not an entry horror movie. So yeah, and this is definitely not it. This is a little bit more extreme, brutal, gory, and that shower scene. Oh my god, like that shower scene was pretty crazy. And then the snow bloody angel thing that he does on the ground, like that was crazy too. There's a lot of cool kills in this movie. But I have to say, I wasn't as I didn't walk out of it with the same feeling that I did with the second movie. I was expecting a little bit more. I thought they focused on characters, and the story structure was where it was lacking a little bit. Like I just didn't really care that much. I think the main actress from the second movie, and it follows over into this, and her little brother, I think they were still great additions. But everybody else, I was just like, eh. There were some really cheesy lines that I felt like just wasn't delivered correctly. It felt a little rushed, like they were rushing this one to get out, and banging off the popularity of the second one. And there's a fourth one in the works, and it's supposed to be the final one. So we'll see where that goes. I hope it answers some questions, because this one definitely did not. But it's still a fun time. It's a fun time. Watch it with a big crowd for the best experience. Watch it with a horror crowd. I think the whole barfing in the bag and all that kind of stuff, I think you know what you're kind of getting into. So if you can't handle that kind of stuff, I think don't go watch this. But I think that's all publicity. I think it's just all hype. They kind of did that around what movies back in the day, like Paranormal Activity, and so I think there was like a couple of Saw movies that people were like saying that they were passing out or throwing up in, and it was just like, well, whatever. It's good. It's good. I mean, the movie's made its money back and then some. So yeah, use those royalties and make Terrifier 4 bad fucking ass. Damien Leone, you're doing a great job, man. You're living the dream. Proud of you. Go see this movie. It's if you like the first two, you're gonna like this one. If I had to rank them, I would say the second, third, and then the first. That's my ranking. I do want to see this again, so that could change upon the next viewing. So don't judge me. Be nice to me in the comments. I'll see you later. I'll see you on another time. I'll be right back.